In a revelation that may alter the course of human history, NASA has unveiled a series of deep space observations captured by the James Webb Space Telescope that have stunned the scientific community. Long praised for its unprecedented view into the distant corners of the universe, the telescope has now uncovered something far closer, and far more extraordinary. A discovery that doesn't just ask questions, it demands answers. Proxima b, a rocky planet circling the closest star to our solar system, may be home to an intelligent civilization. At just over 4 light-years away, Proxima b has always fascinated astronomers. It sits in the habitable zone of Proxima Centauri, a dim red dwarf, where temperatures could allow for liquid water. Until now, most discussions centered on magnetic shielding, potential atmospheres, and hypothetical habitability. But what started as routine data collection quickly took a mysterious turn. Webb's advanced instruments, particularly its near-infrared spectrograph and mid-infrared imager, picked up atmospheric data that defies everything we know about natural planetary processes. Instead of signs of biological life, the telescope detected technological ones, clear indicators of industrialized activity. Embedded in the spectral signatures were compounds like chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, chemicals that don't occur in nature at significant levels. On Earth, they're associated with manufacturing and are tightly regulated because of their environmental impact. Their presence on Proxima b is no accident. It's a clue. A whisper from across the stars. And that whisper became a voice. Alongside the chemical traces were synchronized radio signals, structured and deliberate, unlike any naturally occurring emissions. These weren't chaotic pulses from magnetic storms or dying stars. They repeated with precise intervals, corresponding to the planet's rotation, indicating not only intelligent origin but possibly a global communication system. The waveform patterns, frequency choices, and bandwidth usage hinted at a civilization fluent in electromagnetics and possibly more advanced than humanity. This is no longer about the possibility of alien life. This is about evidence. About data so specific, so repeatable, that it has forced even the most skeptical scientists to reconsider what they believed about the cosmos. And yet, the questions have only begun. What kind of civilization are we dealing with? Are they aware of us? Have they been observing us as well? Their technological fingerprints reveal mastery over energy. Infrared anomalies suggest they may operate orbital structures, heat-dissipating machines, or planetary defense systems. The idea that we may have detected energy infrastructure orbiting another world is a concept once confined to science fiction. Not anymore. What we're seeing might be the signature of a civilization that has moved beyond mere survival, shaping its environment on a planetary scale. It's a level of engineering that points to a species that has conquered the challenges of its world and perhaps turned its gaze outward. Visuals of cities or beings remain elusive. No telescopic image reveals towering structures or spacecraft. But the information encoded in light, chemicals, energy output, and signal architecture tells a story. Imagine piecing together the culture of a people you've never seen, from their trash, their power usage, and the hum of their devices. That's where we are now. Looking at blueprints in the dark. Perhaps the most haunting realization is this: they are active. Alive. Now. Nothing in the data indicates hostility, but it doesn't need to. The confirmation of another intelligent species so close to us challenges humanity's most deeply held assumptions. For centuries, we believed we were alone, exceptional. Our entire understanding of the universe was built around the assumption that Earth was unique, that life, especially intelligent life, was the rarest anomaly. But now, with just one neighboring planet revealing so much, we are forced to wonder, how many more are out there? Is the galaxy not a cold, lifeless void but a web of civilizations, each at different stages of discovery and evolution? Have others reached out across the stars only to find that the silence we assumed was empty was merely unlistened to music? There's a quiet beauty to what we've found. A reminder that the universe may not just be vast, but inhabited. That consciousness is not a cosmic accident, but perhaps a recurring theme in the fabric of space and time. As scientists pore over the data, attempting to decode the rhythm and reason of these alien signals. The rest of us are left to reflect. Not just on Proxima b, but on ourselves. How would we appear to someone studying Earth from afar? What patterns would we leave in our atmosphere, our radio waves, our infrared trails? Would we seem primitive or advanced? Peaceful or dangerous? One thing is certain, the curtain has lifted. The long-held fantasy of extraterrestrial intelligence has stepped into the realm of evidence-based reality. Humanity's gaze is no longer peering into the dark in search of shadows. We are now looking into light, rich with meaning, dense with secrets, echoing across the void. And somewhere, on a rocky world bathed in the dim red glow of its sun, a civilization may be doing the same. Welcome to the new era, not of exploration alone, but of recognition. Imagine peering into the cosmos and finding, not emptiness, but a reflection of ourselves, distant, silent, yet undeniably real. That moment has arrived. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, a marvel of human engineering, has not only delivered the deepest images of the universe, it may have just answered a question humanity has asked since it first gazed at the stars. Are we alone? Orbiting the red dwarf star Proxima Centauri, just over 4 light-years away, lies a rocky exoplanet named Proxima b, long thought to be potentially habitable. This planet has always intrigued scientists, but never offered concrete signs, until now. What was once theoretical has become empirical. What was once imagination has stepped into the realm of reality. The data is clear, and astonishing. Webb's powerful instruments have revealed signs that go far beyond organic life. They point to civilization. The atmosphere of Proxima b contains chemical compounds that simply shouldn't be there, unless they were put there. Chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, are a byproduct of industry. On Earth, they're regulated pollutants. On Proxima b, they suggest factories, machines, chemistry, intelligent hands at work. Even more enigmatic are the rhythmic radio signals aligned perfectly with the planet's rotation. These aren't random bursts from natural phenomena. They're structured, consistent, and deliberate, like whispers across the void. A cosmic heartbeat. Possibly a transmission. Possibly a beacon. Maybe even just a statement of existence. But perhaps the most haunting revelation is not just that this civilization exists, but that it has endured. The patterns suggest an age of technological maturity. To exist for centuries, maybe thousands of years, under the harsh glare of a volatile red dwarf star speaks to resilience beyond our understanding. They have weathered cosmic storms. They have harnessed energy. They have adapted to their world. Whether through science, philosophy, or something entirely alien, they have achieved what humanity is only beginning to dream of: stability in the chaos of the universe. And what does this mean for us? More than just a scientific milestone, this discovery shifts the very framework of human identity. Everything we've created, our religions, our philosophies, our stories, has revolved around the notion that we are central, special, unique. That narrative now stands on unfamiliar ground. We are not alone. And perhaps we never were. The implications ripple through every aspect of our world. Art, science, society, and even morality will now be viewed in the light of this cosmic companionship. The struggle to find meaning in a vast and silent universe has changed. Because the universe is no longer silent. Scientists are working to decode the signals, hoping for meaning, for a language, for a sign that they know we're listening. But so far, there's only the signal itself, clear, intentional, and yet devoid of direct communication. It could be that their signals were never meant to reach beyond their atmosphere. Or maybe it is a message, a gentle declaration of presence, not an invitation but an acknowledgement. What if this is how civilizations speak across the stars? Not through words, but through physics, through light, through energy, through the subtle imprints they leave on their worlds. Perhaps this is not a call to talk, but to understand. And now, we must ask, who are they? Are they like us? Did they face division, war, and climate catastrophe, and survive? Or did they follow a completely different path, shaped by an alien sense of logic, harmony, or necessity? Did they evolve beyond conflict? Have they integrated their biology with machines in ways we can't imagine? And what of us? What will we choose to become now that we know we're not alone? Perhaps the silence is not indifference, but wisdom. A kind of cosmic etiquette we have yet to learn. Reaching across the stars might be as dangerous as it is enlightening. Contact, after all, is not just a technical achievement, it is a philosophical and moral threshold. And yet, the idea that they remain silent, watching, existing alongside us in this galactic neighborhood, is not cold, it's poetic. Their very silence teaches us humility. The time will come when we must decide not just how to listen, but how to answer. Proxima b may be the first voice we've clearly heard. But there could be others. Watching. Waiting. Broadcasting with light and gravity rather than sound. For centuries we have been alone in our knowing. Now, we are alone no more. This is not the end of a story. This is the beginning of a conversation. One not yet shaped by dialogue, but by curiosity, by science, and by wonder. From this point on, Earth is no longer the sole keeper of the flame of consciousness. We are a spark among many. And that changes everything. The universe, once thought empty, now hums with hidden music, distant, patient, and intelligent. The stars have whispered.